Who's your daddy?
Up, Huddle Gang, how we doing? Welcome back to the Luxago live stream. Happy Monday, happy bull day. I don't even know. Mondays, man, absolutely ripping in today's world when it comes to crypto, rest of the markets. Yes, US markets at all-time highs. Bitcoin breaking out over 68K. Solana breaking 180. Gold breaking all-time highs. I lost a bet on that one, but it's all good. You know me, I'm pro Bitcoin big time. I think it's the new digital gold. You know the drill. Bitcoin for life though, massive move today. You gotta love it. We talked about this week. I'm just praying we hold up on Bitcoin, praying this Monday isn't a fluke like we've seen in the past where you get these bull Mondays and Tuesdays and dumps. But we'll see going into, we've been waiting for this push forever. Today, guys, top 10 viewer giveaway as well. So get ready for that here in just a second. It's good to see you guys back here. Dame, what's up, man? Mike, how you doing? BK in the house. Doberman Guy, what's up, man? Marlan, how you doing? THC to Bitcoin, how you doing? Yeah, smash some like buttons. Baron, good to see you, man. I appreciate you guys tuning back in like always. Yo, what's up? Who's there? How you doing? Brad, what up? Crypto Mindset, how you doing, brother? Awesome. Love to hear it. Yeah. If you guys haven't looked at your crypto profiles, make sure you do today because today is such a good day around, honestly, every market. Every market's been freaking killing it. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. In the news, though, as seen on the Luxalgo Twitter, trust me, you're going to want to follow it if you're not already. Microsoft reveals AI-focused PCs. They're up 1% today, which is quite interesting. To say the least, they're wanting to introduce yet a new version of saying they're going to sell 50 million in the next year, 58% faster than the MacBook Air, which is quite funny. I love the competition between Microsoft and Apple. That's why big things, new tech always emerges, because you have those competitions between the biggest companies in the world, which is pretty awesome. So we'll see what this ends up being. I don't know much about it other than what we posted here on Twitter, but pretty cool to see that. Microsoft as well, like we said, up today, $4, 1%. Touching close to all-time highs. Besides that, we got Fed speaking a little bit this morning. Remember, we got some Feds this week. We had Jerome on yesterday. Didn't really see much effect on that. We made a big rally this morning, which is nice. But Jefferson said April's inflation reading is better and encouraging, which is awesome. Yo, Otuk, welcome to the Huddle Game, my friend. Yo, Huddle Game's in the chat for our boy. Welcome to the Huddle Game. Appreciate you joining. He just selected 5 entries to every single Friday giveaway. So I appreciate you joining. I can't believe Frank won again last week. It was a college graduation speech. Who cares? The market probably pumped off of that either way. But again, it's funny that they have him speaking on the docket for the economic calendar, even if it was at a graduation speech. That's kind of funny. Nonetheless, guys, housing inflation may remain elevated for a while, but policy is affecting the home market. So, it's good to see reading is better and encouraging, right? That's, you always want to see encouraging things, right? Besides that, the Grayscale CEO stepped down facing investor exodus from the high 1.5% expense fee. GBTC, they don't give a crap about what just happened. They're just following Bitcoin, right? So, it's up just as much as Bitcoin is today. We can even look at it if you want. Because Grayscale, yet again, up today, almost 2%. So that's not really going to affect it much. But then again, we're going to look at it. Besides that, nothing too crazy. We got news, obviously, this week. Today wasn't really anything. We had a few FOMC members speak today. You got Mester in 5 minutes. We'll see if that even puts anything on the market. I doubt it. Besides that, tomorrow, really nothing. It starts getting heavy on Wednesdays, right? Wednesdays always big news days. Honestly, if you just didn't trade on Wednesdays, you probably would do pretty well for yourself unless you know what's going on ahead of time. Besides that, we got FOMC minutes, at 2 Eastern on Wednesday. So be ready for that. We'll be live during that release. So we should see immediate effect going on at 2 Eastern. Besides that, going into Thursday, we have the PMI coming out 15 minutes after open. Okay. And then you have jobless claims, obviously, an hour before open. You got building permits, which is not as big as the PMI report, and new home sales as well. And then going into Friday, we got durable goods, and is that it? Pretty much. You got Waller on Friday, 10 a.m. Maybe see some reaction. So we got the Michigan 1-year and 5-year inflation expectations as well. But nonetheless, we'll see where that is come Friday. It's only Monday, guys. We're back. Let's get it. Bitcoin up today through 68K. You can't get better than that. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a great weekend. So we'll get into it here in just a bit. But guys, first up, we need to pick our top 10 viewer giveaway. Guys, what is the top 10 viewer giveaway? If you're new to the stream, I really appreciate you being here. If you end up being a top 10 viewer by the end of the week, this has to do with every single week, meaning you tune in to the beginning of the stream between 1 and 2 Eastern every day. All you have to do to find out when the stream's happening is go to the YouTube channel around, I would say around 1 to 1:15 Eastern. I usually post at least one of these scheduled streams, and you'll see what time we go live. As long as you're here early enough, you can put in your Bitcoin predictions, and that gives you a chance to add 100 points to your profile. It's the best way to rank up as a viewer list. All it is at the beginning of the stream, we do a Bitcoin prediction queue where you pretty much say whether you think it's gonna be more or less than the current price at the beginning of the stream, and then at the end of the stream, you get 100 points added to your profile if you're correct. If you end up being that code is not active, guys. Sorry. I always forget to turn that off on Mondays whenever we have it. Code's not active. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. But again, if you want to get those points added to your profile, just tune in every morning and make sure that you get your Bitcoin predictions in at the beginning of the stream. So we're going to be doing that here in just a second. But let's go ahead and pick our top 10 viewer. First off, we need to see who was top 10 viewer this past weekend. Here we go. Boom. We got Tom Kitloy in first yet again. It's good to see our OG Huddle Gang members back on the leaderboard. The past 2 weeks, we've been kind of scattered, which is good to see. I like when we have new people up there. But Silent Auto in second with 431 points. We got Wardo in third, 408. Doberman guy, I'm pretty sure he won last week. Won 2 times in a row. I know, Frank, is crazy. I'm pretty sure Doberman guy won last week at 392 in fourth. We got Crypto Kid in fifth, 353. Crypto Mindset in sixth, that's 345. Brad in seventh at 337. And RB Sniper, 8th, 328. BTBP in 9th at 326. And Marland in 10th at 323. It was a close race. This is a pretty high point week, man. You guys were right this week a lot. You guys were right this week a lot. So great job for those of you that are in the top 10 points. You know what? I forgot to reset our points. I need to reset them. I'm going to reset the points now. It's my bad. Forgot to do that. Dame, I don't know why it says 562 because on the list it said like 303. I don't know why that's glitching. But I don't think, maybe I was wrong. He is a leverage expert. I'll go back and check for you, buddy. But for now, these are the top 10. And we'll get back to it. I don't know why that said 503. Because I remember when I was doing this list last night, you were like at 310 or something. He just gambled at the stream start. Are you serious? Wait, I gotta see that. Did you really? Of course you did. I didn't see it. Oh, I got you. Yeah, you were close. That was nuts. That was nuts. I forgot to reset the points. That's my bad, guys. But I remember you were very close. I was looking for you. I always look for a Dame to see if he makes the top 10. Either way, this is our top 10 viewer from the last week. Let's keep going, my friends. That was awesome. Yeah. But there you go. So real quick, y'all know the drill to pick it. Pepe's coming back for this. We've been mixing it up a little bit with Pepe, but here's Pepe for you. You got 1 through 10 on the board. Let's see who is our winner for today. I wonder who it's gonna be. I want somebody new. Come on, give me somebody new, baby. Give me somebody new. Numero dos. Silent Auto. Nice. Silent Auto, congratulations, man. You won $100 being a top 10 viewer. I don't think Silent's won. If he has, he's won like 1 time in the past few weeks. But great job, Silent Auto. Great job. Reach out to me on the Discord and we'll get you those winnings this week. Those of you that won on Friday, I reached out before the stream today. Make sure you got that message. If you were here wondering where the winnings are for that, make sure you did get that message. If not, just message me again, okay? I'll be back with a reply here very soon. All right, that being said, let's get into our Bitcoin predictions, my friends. I'm gonna go ahead and open up those Bitcoin predictions, and then I'm going to, yeah, TRB gave 2 turning points. Yeah, that trade, we'll go over here in a second. I'm gonna actually probably close it today. Wait, let me get rid of this here. Yet again, another failed trade, not on an A+ setup. So yet again, that's why you got to be careful on whether it's A+ or not. So we'll talk about that here in just a second. Unless it's bounced back in the past hour. All right, let me go ahead and open the queue for the more or less Bitcoin prediction. Let's see. All right. There you go. The price we're going with today is $68,439. If you think it's going to be more or less than this price, make sure you type in exclamation BTC more or less to see where it'll be at the end of the stream. Now, remember, I'm competing with you guys now, so I'm going to go into my time frames here, and I'm going to check out what I'm going to be thinking if we're going to be more or less today. And honestly, it looks like it's going to be less. I'm going to go to the 4 hour here. Everything, yeah, this thing's absolutely ripping. Go to the 15 minute as well. 15 minute already created a higher low. Unreal. I would probably go. I need to go to the 2 hour. Let's look at the 2 hour, because that's our time frame. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna be the same as you guys, my friends. I'm gonna be. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna just go ahead and trade by one market. There you go. We'll close it at the end of the stream. See if we're correct. See how it does. We'll do one at a time. One at a time. Yeah, I like the exact same with the more. All right. While you guys are putting those Bitcoin predictions in, we're going to go ahead and go over some, we're going to start with Bitcoin, of course. Y'all know the drill. I'm going to go ahead and go live on Instagram and on, oh, sorry. I forgot to touch into earnings. Earnings this week. Remember, we got NVIDIA on Wednesday after hours. It's a really major earning that we need to focus on. I need to turn up my headset here. This is as loud as it goes. Look at this. Lame. I can barely hear it. All right, whatever. But yeah, after hours on Wednesday, we got NVIDIA and we got Snowflake. Target before market open tomorrow. Nothing crazy unless you like Lowe's or AutoZone, something you're invested in. Besides that, you know, we got Viastat. They're okay. We got Zoom though today after hours. We got which is probably just the only other one that's pretty major. Besides that, nothing crazy, man. We got TD Bank before on Thursday. Obviously you realize that TD Ameritrade sold their Thinkorswim to Charles Schwab. So, and I think they just released actually a website version of TD or of Thinkorswim, which is pretty cool. But besides that, biggest earnings this week is NVIDIA, so we'll be on the lookout for that. All right, okay. We can talk about NVIDIA as well this week on earnings. I'm gonna go ahead and go live on Instagram and TikTok here while we get into the charting portion. And let me go ahead and bring that music down and get us our new playlist that's been bumping, baby. Let's get it. All right. I'll be dimming that down too. I love this new playlist though. Let's go. All right. All right, so going with Bitcoin here, I'm going to go live on TikTok, and then I'm going to go live on, hold on, guys. There we go. On Instagram, and then we're good to go. Sorry, I gotta make sure we're getting into this, and then we're good, my friends. Make sure you get those Bitcoin predictions, okay? Already 32 entered. Make sure you get them in. If you don't, too late. Not yet. I'm just kidding. We're about to go over Bitcoin here in just a second, and we'll continue, my friends. Sorry, just making sure everything's locked in. What's up, TikTok? How you doing? Welcome back to the Luxago live stream, as well as Instagram. Welcome back to the Luxago live stream. We're about to go over Bitcoin today. If you missed on Friday, make sure, guys, that you are subbed to our YouTube channel. For some reason, if we don't end up being, I gotta make sure to take. I'm gonna go to where people freak out about this. I gotta make sure to to go over analysis where we're not long, because everybody just joins. They're like, dude, you're long Bitcoin at this level? What are you doing? No, man, that's based on Bitcoin predictions that we do every day at the beginning of the stream. We enter a trade at the beginning of the stream, and then we close at the end of the stream, and then I'm competing against everybody that's involved in the Bitcoin predictions. If you want to get your Bitcoin predictions in, you want to be a part of that on every stream, make sure you join the main YouTube stream. It's the widescreen version. You get your Bitcoin predictions in right now, okay? If you think it's going to be more or less than the starting of the stream's price. We're going with more right now. We'll see where it's at here in a little bit. At the end of the stream. That being said, let's get to the Bitcoin weekly chart here and dive in, my friends. Will Bitcoin rip to 70K? That's what we're looking for this week. It depends on this Monday. Monday's always big, right? Monday is like the day where you're on edge, because we have these crazy green Mondays a lot. We've had that a lot. Yeah, make sure you also hit that like button. We want to make sure that we do hit at least 100 likes per stream this week. We want to do a $300 giveaway on Friday, so make sure you're smash that like button, whatever stream you're on. All right, real quick though, if you know me, I first off on the weekly charts for Bitcoin, and any chart really, I go ahead and mark off. Hold on, let me pull up watermark. I go ahead and mark off the weekly open close highs, as easy as that, right? Boom, there's one there, and then we've been watching kind of this 60. It's been the 60. That was it. Sorry, the one I marked there. And then we have one that's like, you know, this little range here we've been watching. It's just high volume on the weekly here that we've averaged out. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw that box as well here so we don't forget it. But here, high to low there, boom. There's our average area that I've been watching for if we're gonna hold from those highs. Now, boom, as you can see on the weekly, perfectly respected that high. The other crazy thing is with the signals and overlays, guess what? On the signals and overlays, we bounce off of that bullish imbalance that pushed us through 60K originally, but also never touched the bottom of the Neo cloud. We never had problems inside this Neo cloud. It pretty much just held the Neo as a shelf. And when we say that price holds like a shelf, we normally get a very nice continuation eventually, because it's just a consolidated period. That's exactly what we got it. So going with the weekly chart here, guys, right now we're targeting up here at 71,200, right? Open close weekly high sitting right there, 71,300, 71,200. Just 71, honestly, we could round down. We go ahead and optimize this as well here really quickly for the signals and overlays, and then we'll dive into the price action. But 19 is what is optimal, as suggested. All right, so with 19 being optimal, right, what do we see? We're breaking this previous high right here. It's a previous lower high, right? So structure is already starting to shift. We have a bearish Neo cloud still, but it's starting to step back up, meaning that's opposite direction for a bearish Neo cloud. Normally, if it steps down, it's continuing a strong trend. Right now, trend strength's at 37%, right? Because it's been consolidating. So seeing this here, really good sign. Today, though, we need to close over yesterday's high. Yesterday's high was 67,700, right? So if we close over yesterday's high today, and we could close over also that 67,232, it doesn't matter. Close over yesterday's high, we're gonna look really good going into the rest of the week. I think we see 70K probably tomorrow. Where there was definitely some liquidation going on when we were above this high. As you can see, it took out some sellers there, and then ended up rallying right back through that resistance. As you can see, if I were to just mark off this daily open close high here, had a little bit of problem, and then today sends right through it again. So pretty much probably liquidated everybody that was holding any type of shorts or holding any type of stops above that previous swing high, and now we're on our way to 70K. We talked about this consolidation week over week. Look at the bounce off the weekly zone that we plotted from that previous weekly open close highs. The average area there, we were looking for that 58K bounce. Anywhere above 60, we are happy, right? We have the inverse head and shoulders play as well here. that we were watching off of this area here. So I'm just going to plot a actual horizontal line there, but noticing the amount of times this level was respected and then created a head into a shoulder there and ends up ripping off of that. Can't get any better than that when it comes to going just for a pretty basic head, inverse head and shoulders pattern. So that being said, also bounce off that imbalance with the breakout, got the change character there, and this thing's just ready to move to 70. We said 72, 71, right? 71 is actually the bottom of this 25% order block as well, but it also just comes from that weekly open close high. So weekly open close high lining up right there. You could say 70K or 68K, 69,000 from this one here, but I honestly, 70 is probably that one that you're really going to want to target for sure. So let's pretty much look for this week to close over last week's high. That's the biggest thing we always want to see, right? We want to see this week close over last week's high. We're going to go over gold here in just a second, all right? Don't worry about it. I would continue to look for that upside so long as we're trading above last week's high, which is 67,700. So if we're over that, man, I wouldn't be too worried about where Bitcoin's heading right now. We're entering an imbalance on that upside that we haven't entered yet, right? But it's been several weeks before we've even retested this. So we'll see if there's even sellers sitting there. There could be sellers left over, but you never know. It's taken forever to get there. If they originally rebounded right there, like we said before, when it comes to those imbalances, you want to see price retrace back to them pretty quickly. If it takes them a while to get back up there, a lot of the times there's not that many sellers sitting there or buyers, depending on what it is. As you can see here, price created an imbalance here on the buy side and then ended up retesting it and actually getting refilled and then continuing. So you want to see immediate reaction or immediate retrace and retest of those imbalances, usually to see whether it be buyers or sellers coming to the market. In this case, they're retesting that area at 68. We just want to close, like I said, today. Want to close over yesterday's high of 67,700. And then this week, we would just want to close over that weekly high of 67,700 as well. So that came from yesterday. So watch that today, and then we could probably see 70K tomorrow. So that's pretty much it on Bitcoin. Let's go to the 4 hour though. I want to look at the 4 hour really quickly. 4 hour respect to that area quite nice. 67K broke out. Nice little retrace on that oscillator as well. And now we're continuing our moves up to potentially 70. So we got a lot of room here, some inbounds to play with. So we definitely got some opportunity here. Definitely got some opportunity to break out and go to 70 potentially within the next 4 hours. So we got, by the end of the day, maybe. All right, now let's jump over to, where is it? We're going to go over our setups here in just a minute. Oh, I think our did our crude oil trade close? It did. Crude oil wicked our closing trade there. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. Locked in the last bit of profits there on crude oil. Let me go over to the... we're going to go over Solana in just a minute. 181, man. Solana is insane. Freaking love it. Let's go. Let's start with Solana, and then we're going to go to Ethereum. All right, Solana, guys, we're entering that 4 hour 11% order block there, as you saw. But remember yesterday, we talked about getting back up through this 174. Guys, real quick, I forgot before I leave you hanging, no more Bitcoin predictions. If you didn't get the Bitcoin predictions in, I'm sorry. You forgot to do it. You didn't read the pinned message. There's 68 entries. I'm going to go ahead and close that. Great job. If you are correct by the end of the stream, whether you think it's going to be more or less than the beginning of the stream's price, you get 100 points added to your profile. And then Mondays like today, we just picked a $100 winner. You got to make sure that you tune in, get those Bitcoin predictions in order to rank up and be potentially a $100 winner on Monday. All right. But this Friday as well, we're doing a $300 giveaway. So make sure you tune in then and sub or follow any of the channels, and you will have a chance to enter. All right. That being said, Solana, guess what? Up over the 174.37. How much does price action constants indicator cost? You can actually try it out risk-free for 30 days, and you can actually get that indicator specifically with our base plan as well. So it is the cheapest one that you can actually start using pretty quickly. All right. Biggest thing here was these open close weekly highs we marked off before. You got a pivotal point here before it headed lower. You got a very crazy rejection here at 174, 175 area before it broke out. So that was a very key level, great price target on the weekly. But remember, on the weekly chart, we discussed that BOS that was sitting there, right? There's a great structure being held and continuously closing on a weekly time frame. You know, when we see high time frames like a weekly and a daily showing us bullish price action, we only consider the bull side. We don't consider the downside. We want to look for these longer moves and always trade in direction of those higher time frames. It's the best way to go about it. Now, if you guys know us or you've been here on the stream when we were retesting the 130s and the 120s, we marked off this key daily pivotal level here live on stream. Go back and look at it. But why? Because look, price rejected after a massive impulse here. Price rejected after a massive impulse, traded back sideways all the way through, never retested it. When it retested, it blew right through it and then created a little bit of a higher low off of that and then continued. Now, coming back to it, we talked about that 120 price, 121 price being a really good spot potentially to pick up some for the long term. Now, y'all know me, super bullish on Solana for the long term, right? I buy Solana every week, as well as I pick it up more Solana when we touch key levels. 121 was one of those key levels that we discussed here on stream, and we hit a low of 118 right now. We're up to 180 from that level, so massive move, as well as a beautiful inverse head and shoulders as well that played off here. So seeing this above 140, 136, that move through 174 is exactly what we wanted for that first move. Obviously, we had 2 days where it rejected over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, but thank God for the bull Mondays, because we're back in this zone we've been watching and having issues with. But next target is going to be up there at the 198.35. Now that comes from as well a very strong weekly pivotal level. And again, you know what, more than likely buyers would send it to $200, so you could, you know, target 200. But for now, you know me, I like to take the weekly open close high. I'm not really going to worry about it. I'm going to go 198 on the dot if I were to, you know, be trading this and taking, you know, a potential you know, price target or whatever. But I do hold Solana for the long term, so I'm not really in a trade on it today, but if I was, that's what I'd be targeting at 198. You can see here actually a pretty decent, you know, order block, but it's only 11%. It's not that strong, so more than likely it's going to break it and continue. But man, oh man, 180 breakout. You got to love it. Can't get better than that. Great consolidation, great pickups down here if anybody invested more for the long term. And now, you know what? We talked about hitting 250 by the end of the year. Let's still have that in mind. 250, man. We could get it sooner than later. So massive, massive move there on Solana. 4-hour time frame. Sorry, that's what I was going on. 4-hour time frame. We now have a continued structure coming into play. We had a nice reset with a turning point above 50 still, which is good. We go into the signals and overlays. That's the biggest thing here is, remember, when price, I'm going to go ahead and optimize this down to 10. Sorry, the friggin' TikTok stream disconnected. There it goes. So now remember, guys, remember when price is trading through the Neo Cloud, this is a no-go on the trading side. When it's trading above the Neo Cloud, we start looking for potential opportunities. We got that 3 continuation signal and have moved accordingly from there, but it's traded well above the Neo Cloud while it was stepping up as well. So, man, now that we see it for the 4-hour time frame right now, again, that 200, like, this thing hasn't fully extended for the second time, so I'd be targeting like 185 for the time being if I were taking trades, or just waiting for that next exit signal like this nice blue X somewhere. So the next time you see that blue X is more likely going to be that next take profit. But overall, nice 3 continuation signal. We're inside, you know, this high volume order block, but it's not, you know, sorry, I shouldn't say high volume, because it's a pretty average volume order block. So I would look for that to see if it can continue. But the biggest thing was seeing if it was going to respect this high here. And so far, it wicked down in it, got bought off that imbalance. Like we said, when it retests those imbalances immediately, usually that's when the orders get filled. Now it's back up, breaking 180. So great to see that. And looking for our continuation from here. And this week, potentially, at 190 to 198. Let's get it. All right, let's hop over to gold. I know gold hit all-time highs. Everybody freaking loving gold hitting all-time highs. Yeah, man. Okay, whatever. But the interesting part is, let's see. Friday to Monday. I kind of want to see. Let's see if they were the same or not. Friday to Monday. Here's Friday open to today. That's 2.48%. 2.48%. Now, you know, it takes a lot for gold to run 2.48%. You know, and Bitcoin just so happens to be up 3% today. It's like, come on, man. Like, Absolutely insane. So yeah, Bitcoin run 3% today. It took gold 2 days to run 2.8%. Yet another reason why I freaking love Bitcoin over gold, but nonetheless, I do love gold. I'm not gonna say I don't love gold. You can't not love gold when it gold just respects trends, respects structure very well when it gets in them, which is really nice because a lot of people are trading it that way anyway. But besides that, going into gold here on the daily, we've broken all-time highs, right? There's not really much you can do when something breaks an all-time high. Now we just got to make sure it wants to hold this all-time high. I'd be watching this right here, right? That's what I'd be watching. Does price hold this area? Now, remember what we said before. So long as the daily candles continuously close on top of each other, we're still mega bullish on whatever that may be. Again, as long as the daily candles continue to close above the previous day's high, which is, 237.74, seems like it's not going to have any problem today in 2 hours to close that. If that continues to happen, we're good. If this, for some reason, gets a red day tomorrow or something, just watch to see if it holds up over this daily open close high at, 23.94, 23, what is it there? What is this close? 23.92, right? See if it closes up over that. If it retests it, see if you get a closure or a retest above that or at that level, okay? So 2,400, you can even round up if you want. 2,400 could be a good price to continue to watch as well. But if the structure is going to play out nicely, you just need to see it respect those previous highs that it set when it made it first all-time high run. So not really much to go about. I would not look short on gold. There's no reason to be shorting when the high time frame is showing you these massive breakout moves. You need to look for an opportunity on a day that it maybe retraces and starts showing you a respected level on these higher time frames, and then trade that accordingly. But there's no reason to be shorting gold when it's at an all-time high. Now, for the weekly chart, this high up here, 24.31, I would want to see price close over that. Okay, if price closes over that this week, obviously you got 4 days and 3 hours. You're probably going to get that continuation. I mean, there's nothing else to say. It's probably going to continue until it doesn't, right? So from here, though, let's go to the 4 hour there. You got that nice pullback. And look, yet again, we discussed this last week. Look at, like I said, when price is respecting previous highs, right? I mean, this didn't even come down to that area. But you have this imbalance sitting there. We could just mark off that imbalance as well, but I'm just going to mark off where that BOS is. But price, again, I mean, this is what you want here. BOS right there. Price, what happened? It broke, made a BOS, right? It respected the high. Respected that high. This is when you see a trending state. Price broke, made a BOS, and it respected the high again. All right. Price, what happened? It broke, right? Broke, made a BOS, and then yet again, here's your previous high was down here, but it respected it, right? Yet again. So this thing right now, 24.40 would be targeting probably for that upside move for now. It's open close high on the 4 hour. You know me, open close. Those are the levels I'm always going to be targeting. So again, just until that structure changes, there's no reason to be looking short on gold, right? The structure's got to change. If you're a really low time frame trader, like a 1 hour, or if you're a 1 minute or like a 5 minute trader, you can use the 4 hour and like the daily to do your high time frame analysis. You don't have to go all the way to the weekly. But again, you can even just use your 4 hour if you take like scalps or something. But always look at at least a 4 hour time frame. You're going to look at anything when it comes to high time frames. But I promise you go about your trading based on a high time frame trend or high time frame direction, you're going to be a 10 times better trader. Just make sure you're always looking at those high time frames. Okay. So, let me get that back. I do want to look at the signals and overlays here as well. Let me optimize the 14 as said in the dashboard. All right. So here you go. Yet again, price trading inside the Neo Cloud, always a no-go on trading. Price exits the Neo Cloud, comes back to respects it, still a no-go. It touched the Neo Cloud. But then we got a flip, right? We got a flip. Price respected the high here and never touched or retested the Neo Cloud. That usually means that's about to hit a big trend. Boom, big trend happens, came back down, tagged, and treated the Neo Cloud as a shelf. It didn't trade through the Neo Cloud like this did. It just touched the top of the Neo Cloud, and you got the continuation as well. So great trending state right now. You got 84% trend strength on the oscillator, or 84% trend strength showing up on the signals and overlays. And again, this thing's going to keep trending, if anything, right? It's also respecting these highs as well. So seeing that wouldn't be too worried. Let's look at the daily here. because this as well, I'm going to optimize it to 10. As said in the dashboard. Touching the Neo Cloud, trading through the Neo Cloud. No go, no go, no go. Price goes up, holds the Neo, holds well above the Neo. Comes back, right? Trades inside the Neo Cloud. Finally exits the Neo Cloud. When I see it exit the Neo Cloud, creating this 3 continuation signal, like we said on Friday, on Wednesday, when that closed, had that big breaking move, create a 3 continuation signal. Immediately, we could dive into a higher time frame. Let me just mark this off here. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Immediately, let's just say we mark off that closing price, get a 3 continuation signal, dive into a lower time frame. I'll be watching that high that got set, right? And I'm going to be watching to see if that high gets respected or breaks out of, right? So that was the high from the daily, right? Coming from this daily high was sitting right, or daily open close high was sitting right here, right? Price comes in, respects that previous high after that breakout there, and then makes its continuation. So yet again, if that structure is going to play off nicely, I mean, there's no reason to not be trading in the direction of that higher time frame. Okay, so let's go into the let's go to the next one. Ethereum, guys, back up over 31.45. Now remember, Ethereum, I'm not gonna look long on Ethereum until we break over 32, honestly 32.80. I need to break this previous high here, and then I'll start. This thing beautifully respected previous lows to continue its trend to the downside. But if I were to make a trade on Ethereum, I need to break through 32.80, and then I'll look for a trade opportunity. Here's another reason. I'm going to optimize this, as said in the dashboard, to 15. We got this potential reversal signal on the daily here, but it hasn't gone inside that Neo Cloud. It's not back in the Neo. So this is still in a bearish trending state. Now, this could be in consolidation. If it is, it's going to go touch that Neo Cloud. But again, this is a no-go on the trade side. We had, you had a short opportunity here for Ethereum that, if you would have taken, there's no reason to be taking a short here. But again, this still is leaning more bearish. If this shows bearish price action going into this level or even continuing to 3,200, more than likely we could also consider another short. But for now, there's no reason. The oscillator is finally breaking structure as well, which is good. But for now, there's no reason for this thing to look long on it until it actually shows us some bullish price action. This has just been very slow for Ethereum. Poor Ethereum. I'm not a big fan of Ethereum. I'm more of a fan of Solana now. But Solana, Bitcoin, my biggest two. Ethereum's still in that list, but not something that I consider as much now as I used to. So, just because of its reaction recently on this crazy run we've had. But for now, Ethereum, though, still needs to break 32.80. I'm glad that it's up 2% today. We'll see if it can continue. Sell your soul, not your soul. What? Goodness gracious. But yeah, we'll see if we get that 32.80 breakout move. That'd be really nice. So going from there, let's jump into the NASDAQ and the NQ. NASDAQ, again, how do we trade all-time highs? Well, first off, I mean, you can't really go wrong with a Friday closing up over the previous pretty much all-time high that it set. Also, Friday here, weekly open close high here. Friday, this last week closed well over at 18,638. That closing there above that open close high from the last time it made its move indicated a really nice Monday. But nonetheless, here inbounds retested, filled, or some filled, and then made that breaking move yet again for another all-time high. Man, 2 days. It tried to pull back for 2 days, but this day failed, right? It almost closed bullish on that day. Seeing that going into a Monday, so long as nothing crazy happened over the weekend, which it didn't, more than likely you'd probably get a very nice green Monday. So this continuation looks solid. Watching to see today close over the high of Friday of 18,786. It should continue. So we'll see if that happens. And then tomorrow, same thing. Let's just see if it closes over today's high. And then it continues in that pattern, right? So we'll see what happens with that. ES today is a little bit different. ES is down. Friday, though, closed bullish, right? So it's a lot different from the NASDAQ. Friday closed bullish. Honestly, this candle today is quite interesting. First off, I would want it to close over that previous high that it's set here. So if that were to happen, the price there is 5333.50. It's literally at it right now, that exact price. We got 2 hours, 30 minutes left, right? So let's close over it. That's all we need to happen. Close over that price. If it does, then we might see some decent continuation. There you go. It is trying already to mitigate that order block. But, you know, that's the biggest watch there. So 5333, watch, see if it closes over that. I mean, it would be ideal. I mean, obviously Friday, the high has already been above at 5328. But it'd be really nice to see it close over this daily high, which is 5337.25. So watch to see if we can get up over that price. If we can't, then, you know, we'll watch into tomorrow, see what it does. A lot different price action today than on the ES than on NASDAQ, which is interesting. NASDAQ a lot stronger than the ES today. So, yep, yet again, let's just watch, see how it closes today, and we'll go into tomorrow, okay? Lower indicator name is the oscillator matrix, all right? That is the oscillator matrix. That's what we mostly use to look at our trades. Crude oil, guys. Crude oil finally got stopped there for profit. We hit, I was going to see here. Yeah, we're back in profit on, let me go to our other account. Here, we're going to go over the trade. Oh, no, crude oil is still in it. Never mind. We're still in this trade. Never mind. It almost wicked it. Goodness gracious. Got real close. It almost wicked it. This is the last 10%. We're still holding this short on crude oil because, you know, we exited the majority of our positions on this. This was all the, where's that crude oil? This is all our 1 second trading. We had that first exit there. And then our second exit was, or here's our first exit as well right here. So we're in the last 25%, right? So in the last 25% here, or 10%, sorry. And then we're going for 78 again. I mean, we've took the trade originally there and took profit immediately when we had that crazy red day hit 79, which is our first take profit. Now we're watching for this continuation more to the downside. But what is it, Pepe? You want Pepito? We're doing we're just mixing up. Pepe is going to be here for something else here soon, I promise. There's Pepe. I'll bring him up for you though if you want. There you go. There's your Pepe. 1 through 10's on there. We'll bring him up for something soon. We're going to use him for something soon. All right. Yeah, but crude oil again, there's not much. 78 would be that target again. We'll see, but the stop's there. We'll move it if we need to. For now, it doesn't really seem like we will. Like we said, we usually see that consolidation. We got the report on Wednesday, like always. We usually see that consolidation before a bigger continuation. We can go from here. But for crude oil, yeah, is this going to continue creating bearish turning points below the 50 on the oscillator down here? That's kind of the biggest thing we'd be watching to see if we get a continued move to the downside. But again, we're at the last 10%. We've already taken all of our profit on that one. Let's go to the euro. And then we're going to look over our trade setups. Then we're going to take suggestions from you guys, okay? We already went over gold and Bitcoin. We'll touch back on Bitcoin a few times. All right, guess what? The euro still struggling. Hey, what happened to... Hold on. What happened to our price action concepts? I got to go back. When did I take that off? Yo, I did that a long time ago. There it is. What the heck? Weird. All right, let's go back to the euro. The euro, here you go. 15% order block. That's a high order block right now, other than because the last one that was printed was 8%. Down here was 19%, right? You're seeing reaction, right? Previous lower high, right? Daily previous lower high. Very aggressive lower high. You had a lot of more buying than selling happening here. Usually when you see more buying than selling, you got to think the buyers are exhausted here. So when it gets up through this level, more than likely you might see sellers step in. So at this moment, we did say, you know, 109 is our overall price target on this move. And then here you go as well. This had a weekly order block it was testing too. But in this case, price is still holding up. So it consolidating today, consolidating Friday. I wouldn't necessarily say, you know, this is where you need to finally get out, because we're seeing that we still have this structural shift here on the euro, right? We have all the way down to this area down here. Either way, I would want this thing to hold up over 108, 108.1. If it were to pull back, and it already is trying to hold that. So I would definitely still bullish on this. It is extended on the oscillator, but if this thing does come back down, retest kind of in the 50s on the oscillator, more than likely we should see that continuation. But for now, it's just kind of halted before it makes that next move. Right now, here's your daily open close high from kind of the middle of the order block, almost there. But I'd be watching this, to be honest. right? I'd be watching this area, 108.6, 108.5. You could even give it too. Man, this could be actually making a very extended pull flag on a 4 hour. But, you know, there you go. There's a target up there. 109 is going to be that first target, though. I think 109.5 could hit pretty quickly, but 109 I think is going to have problems. You might go see it take out this high here. You might go see it take out this high on the euro and then come back and retest these previous highs before it retests 109.5, but we'll kind of wait to see if it does break out or not. That's kind of what I would pay attention to if it were to actually make a breaking move or not. But if this thing's gonna, there you go, you got a higher low being set right now. If this is gonna set a higher low, it's gonna keep trading above the 108.1 level like we said on the daily. More than likely it's gonna make that continuation through 109. So we'll see what it does when it actually goes to retest 109. Okay, that's the euro. Let's hop into our setups here. So like we said on TRX, so TRX, we had a bummer of a sell off that one day. Remember that one day we had, let me go to this big, another 15 minute. We had this big sell here, right? Big sell when we were back in profit on that one. Now, if you remember, if you recall, this was a daily setup for us, and we discussed the idea around this being a lower risk trade, okay? The reason why we went for a low risk trade is because it wasn't really making a proper trend here on the oscillator to make that potential continuation. Also, what happened to create this was a B minus setup versus a plus setup, like we saw on crude oil, was that this created several turning points on the high before it created this bullish turning point here. So yet again, this thing broke down to actually yesterday. From that structural point, remember we said we would take it all the way to here, this area here. So it making a closing candle below this area there is actually in the cards for it closing that, right? So we're going to end up closing that position. Yet again, probably our second loss on a non-A plus setup. Every non-A plus setup we've taken has been a loss, and there's only been 2 that we've taken. So I would end up closing that for now. Maybe you could get some of a bounce back on that. But again, TRX making that breakdown. Again, you got to respect the overall strategy. If it's going to break down, then we just, you got to close it, right? So in this case there, like we said regardless, it was going to be a lower risk trade either way. But that's the difference between an A plus setup and like a B minus setup. All right. So for TRX there, didn't respect those highs. The setup looked like it could have played nicely. It made that first breaking move for us, but then coming off of that, we have to close when we have to close, right? So I wanted to make sure that on stream I showed you that we closed. Besides that, we were watching TRB and Dame yesterday. That TRB actually made that turning point. Now that I see it here, I haven't even looked at it. I didn't even look yesterday on the close. It made that turning point there off that imbalance. We're actually getting a better price here today. So we'll actually see this, and we actually have a better pivotal point here. So in this case, yet another trade we're going to probably end up I'll probably take it right now. We had this trend actually cleanly break right here. Right, and it created that turning point barely above the 50 level, I will say. Barely above the 50 level. So we'll see if it makes that breaking move. It did set a higher low. Remember, this is more of an A versus an A plus. The reason being is because it made a higher low here. More than likely, we want it to extend from, extension to extension and then create the turning point. But today would be, I didn't take it yesterday, so today would be the day to take it. And then we have a pretty decent move from... pretty decent stop to where we would target 132 for that first TP. But this would be honestly the day we take it. But again, guys, know your risk. I mean, this would be a lower, trade opportunity. Actually, let me do this. This would be I would say we go pretty decent. I don't know. This is 113 per. Let me see. Let me think here. How many do you want to take? Hold on. Usually I do for fun. Let me see here. Let's do divided by all right here. All right, there you go. Boom. All right, so we'll take a $10 million position because we're trading on $1 billion account, man. Come on. But yeah, seriously, this one here, I'm gonna go ahead and I will set a stop on this one for here. And then the TP1 is going to be at 132 there with that open close daily high. Unless the weekly has a significant one, which it does, 132 yet again. All right, so we're going to be doing that. Let me go ahead and set a first TP, which would be, hold on. Actually, you can set, no, you can do it on other ones, just not this one. Oh, here you go. Let's do 25%. What? No, that doesn't make sense. Why is it doing that? Percent risk? Oh, that's my bad. I did that wrong. That has to be 0.25. There you go. So there you go. We'll do 0.25 on that price there. Or it was here, actually. Boom. There you go. So, wait, no. Hold on. I meant to say 50%. There you go. So 50% is at 132. It's always first TP we take 50% off. And then the rest we hold for the potentially breaking run. So that would be it for that. Create that bullish turning point on the daily. We'll see if it sets up. This is an A versus an A plus because it didn't fully extend from the bottom to the top. But it's still a downtrend versus uptrend continuation. So we'll see if it plays. You would take, again, when I take trades, the setup has to occur. The setup occurred. I don't think twice about it. I just take the trade, the setup occurred, and that's it. We should be down more, but I missed it on Sunday. I wasn't looking at it. But again, I just take it and leave it, right? It's not really anything like that I think twice about, right? So again, for this today, if for some reason it comes back, retest that swing low, then we'll know. But for now, yeah, absolutely. But again, guys, legally, this is paper trading, okay? So no, this isn't any risk on me on this account here on stream. So if you were to enter, know your risk, please, okay? I'm not legally allowed to trade real money on stream. So understand the risk in trading and, you know, following anything that we go over here. I mean, granted, we've missed 2 trades out of like 15 or 20 since we've been live streaming. So we've been pretty good at what we've been using with the oscillator here. This exact same setup. So we'll see if it continues. Over time, it could fail, right? I never follow a stop loss downwards. What do you mean? It's 2 points on oscillator 54 level fine. Well, think about it there, Bash. Is if this happened here and we saw it, we would, you know, would have taken it regardless. It doesn't matter if there's 2 now. But again, we just take it to see how it plays out regardless when that setup occurs. So setup occurred. Now we just sit back and wait. But that's for TRB. There was another one. TRX was the one. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. That failed. FTM, was it a 4-hour that had it? 4 hour. Okay. We were wanting it to have it. Even though it did actually play out nicely on the 4 hour. This is here. This is what you really want to see is when it extends off of a low like this on the oscillator. To get that trade entry, when it makes that retest right above the 50, you want to see it extend from there to there. That's why I was saying on TRB here, it's like a on the daily, which is, you know, we love the daily. It created a higher low before it extended, but it still broke this trend. It still created that turning point to the upside there. So going from there, Rune had the daily setup, right? This is similar to what we had on TRB. I forgot to enter the trade. If you are still in Rune, though, great job. You hit TP1 already. We said $7 was the TP1. You would have been in at 642. I was hoping over the weekend we got filled. I completely forgot about that, but I know 1 or 2 people actually went ahead and took the trade. I don't know who did. But you're at TP1 already. You hit the $7. That turning point occurred on this day, right? Here's that turning point, right? Similar thing we're seeing on TRB right now. So Rune there, turning point happened there, would have taken the trade right at that candle close that day. Hit 7. The next target on Rune is going to be 740. I'm going to go ahead and mark. Actually, let's do a little bit lower because there's some open close level here. Or wait, let's see if there's a weekly open close low. There is not. The reason we said 7.2 was this weekly open close high here, right? So let's go to the daily. Daily here, we're going to go ahead and set this level here. I'm going to go ahead and leave that. I'm going to save this too. So next TP, if you are in it, it would be 7.32. Okay. So watch that. After that, I would just hold the last That'd be another 25%. I'd hold another 25% after that, and just would be target. We'll talk about the next target, potentially like 180 or 780 or something. But 732 right now on Rune. If you for some reason a part of that, I know a few people were from last week, but great job. You hit TP1. So we'll watch to see that continuation. I'm pissed that I missed it. But so you never fall a stop. Tom, I don't know what you're asking there. Man. It just depends what the oscillator gives you. For me, at least. All right. But again, when you go into developing a strategy, you have to figure out what works for you. So a lot of people do like set stop losses each time, a set risk to reward each time. But when it comes to like the daily and the higher time frames that we trade, a lot of times when it comes to this oscillator, if there's an actual stop loss that makes sense, we'll pretty much place it. If it doesn't make sense, then you will wait it out and give it a second to set whether it's a higher low or lower high, stuff like that. So it really just depends, because these longer moves, like in this case, we had the stop up there on day one. It had the massive sell off, and then we moved our stop pretty much at break even after that sell off. Now we moved it to here, right? So seeing it, now moving it there, it just depends, right? But a lot of, but if you're creating a system, it is much easier to create a profitable system with having proper, risk to reward in place, right? That's always a big thing. But for when we're in this specific strategy with the oscillator, the risk to reward has to do with the turning points themselves. So it differs each time, right? All right, sorry, let's keep going. FTM was that trade. Oh yeah. So sorry. Was it Jockey? Any TPs on FTM? Did you take it? This is such a high turning point there, which is crazy. TPs on FTM here. Okay, respect to that high. Honestly, right now your TP I would say is $1. When these things it traded fine through $1. You could set it at 106, right? 106 we discussed as well. You could set it at 106. If you wanted, but I would probably take some off at $1. See that? Well, Tom, we don't have to, because the oscillator is going to signal a stop before an actual stop would trigger if it went to the downside. That's what I was saying with TRB or whatever the one was, TRX. It, like when it's going in the wrong direction, you can tell where to take it out, because the oscillator will also print a signal as well. And for at least for our specific one, I would target $1 right now, Jockey. You can maybe go for 101. That'd be your first take profit if you took it on like a 4-hour. Honestly though, yeah, the 4-hour, man, this is nuts. Yeah, $1 to 101. Yeah, 101 is probably your best bet. Or wait. No, I mean, see, that's tough. Dollar is always going to be significant. It could easily wick through that $1 and then close lower. That's why I say 101 could be good, but you might as well round down to $1 on this move for FTM. FTM looks really good though, respecting highs, right? We got the beautiful highs respected here. Respect to the highs there. Does it do it again? That's the next question, right? Does it respect this high? If it does, have you seen hollow? No, I haven't yet. If it respects this high, then look for that continuation, right? We could see that $1 move easy. Thanks. Although FTM is looking so strong, it depends if you're in a trade or not. If you're invested, I would just hold it, honestly. But daily there as well, respecting those highs. And then yeah, $1 is probably the move. I would go for $1 to be honest. Let's look at the signals and overlays as well. On the 4-hour on this here. And this thing's respecting that neocloud very well, actually. 3 continuation signal. Wow. You gotta love that. Going through $1 there would be money. Let's see what else. If IGU had a daily turning point there, just create a bearish one. These are stocks now. I want to see what they created on the oscillator. Hershey's looks like it wants to make a breaking move. This one too created a bullish turning point here, but it's down today. EA. I haven't tried this too many times on stocks just yet, so it's quite interesting to see how these are trading. Cisco, wow, Cisco down 2% today. Coca-Cola down, and a lot of these are down. That's wild. But that's what we want, right? It had a breaking move, right? Coca-Cola, if it comes back, creates that turning point. Could give us that setup. Is the ES back red? No, it's still green. Bro, can you answer YouTube questions for a bit? I got you, man. If you throw questions in the chat, I got you. You're in the right stream as well. Yeah, we did. Make sure we close the queue. How's Bitcoin doing right now? Let's go back to it. All right. Yeah, Bitcoin up, man. Looking at more right now. Which broker am I using? What do you... I'm not using a broker on TradingView. This is the paper trading. Let's go back to the but the brokers I do use, I mean, just for crypto in general, use Coinbase. Yo, let's go. We're adding more. Crypto in general, use Coinbase, and then I'll use Binance if there's a trade I want to take that is not on Coinbase. But besides that, Thinkorswim usually for like stocks and stuff. Core. Let me see. Is there anything else on here that we want to look at? I think that was everything. TRX. How's my Adam? Jacob Benji. How you doing, man? Welcome back. I got you. Yeah. It's kind of your preference too. Since Coinbase released the Coinbase One, where it's like $40 a month, and they negated all fees or whatever, that was a big turning point for me to stay on Coinbase. Sui. All right, we'll take y'all suggestions now. Let's get into it. BK, let me know if there's any news, by the way. Let's see if we start to see more setups. SUI, man, get through the 115. It'll be real nice. Give me a 115, be really nice. Upside target SUI right now. Ooh, these things are respected. I hate when these things break out and then do this, but it's okay. I'd be going for 140s probably. That's a weekly there. Yeah, 140's it, man. 140 upside target. Structure still needs to be broken here. Still trading below the Neo. I need to trade below the Neo, or I need to trade through the Neo. Get up through that Neo cloud. Be nice. Money flow profile. Yeah, man. This is it. I got the hiccups or something. What's this on? 200. So yeah, well, you can see how it approaches 140. The volume starts picking up a little bit. I'd watch these lows. It's right below that 140, 150, 140 areas where I'd be targeting here on SUI. Nice little day though. 4 hour broke structure, which is good. 4 hour broke structure. Buying heavy off of there, off the 112. See if you can hold that though. Take money flow profile off. Now it needs to hold this. Just hold that, right? That's all it needs to do. Respect it, baby. Respect it. TRB going down a bit. Okay, that's fine. I mean, again, guys, we're looking at it for TRB for that trade. Again, it's a daily time frame. So, I mean, on a daily time frame, like crude oil, like we're still in this crude oil trade, and we bought it like almost 2 weeks ago. It's like, since it's on a TRB here, wait, hold on. Was it the daily? Yeah, the daily. TRB is daily candle, so daily chart. So, you know, we got several days to keep an eye on this thing. Core. Okay, I saw a few people say core. Look at core. Is this right? No, that's not it. Goodness gracious. Or just the... Yeah, this is right. All right, core. I don't know what is there a reason why people want this right now? Bitcoin moving low volume on weekly. What is going on? I mean, I think it did pretty freaking good today. What are you talking about? Where's Neo Trail for Benji? Benji with the Neo Trail. That's for Neo Trail's for futures, man. Neo Trail trading's for our futures. Are you still trading Neo Trail, Benji? That'd be awesome if you are. Beam up 20%. Oh, I got you. All right, core here. Daily time frame. Came off that high quite aggressively. Still in that bearish trend, though. I would want it to break out. It needs to get through $2 at least. At least this, like, here you go. Here's a pivotal daily low and then a pivotal daily high. Get through this zone. If it retests this zone, it's probably going to have some issues. If it can get through that, all right. If we get through this order block high there in that pivotal zone, we could probably see some nice buying happening off 2. If it gets a retest or something. Going to 240 would be real nice. That's what I would want to see. Yeah, people have been asking about GRT. We'll look at GRT as well. Yeah, I mean, this thing respecting 175 would be nice. It's trying to. Had the chotch, and then it had a, failed chotch. Yeah, I don't know. This thing's gonna have to. It's gonna have to get over 207 for me to want this thing for a trade at least. Weekly time frame rejected that exact same high there at 3. So let's see this. We need just some volume on it. We need volume. GRT. I saw a few people ask about that. Let's look at that one. Yeah, this one's having a good day too. A lot of the market's having a really good day on the crypto side. This is slowly trending back up. It did break structure, create those higher lows. It's carefully getting its way up here. It's retest top of the neoclouds. Optimize it though to 17. That's set in the dashboard. Got the 4 signal. That's good. Strong candles. Honestly, get up over the top of this neocloud first. 33. Break 33 for me. We'll start looking good there. You do have a lower high sitting at 35 though. 4 hour looking pretty clean here. Let me optimize it back to 13. Trading above Neo. It's not trading through Neo. Remember, trading through Neo is a no-go. Trading above Neo, you start to see trends. It literally broke this high there, which is good. So I would be watching this high, which it struggled at before. So anywhere, honestly, right there, boom. Anywhere above these 2 highs there, if price can hold up over it first, give me, if it retests off 32 or something, could potentially get that move. But the daily there, yeah, daily upside target, if for some reason it makes that move, would be the 35. 35 would be it. Clearly 35, that's where the structure came in, right? This broke that 35 low and then rejected 35 and hit a new low. Now it's breaking this high here of 31. If it can go retest, now we go straight to 35. That'll be your next target. Looks good though. I think it could, I think it could have a few good days in a row. We'll see what it does. And you got a chotch today if it closes where it's at. Yeah, today close over that high of 32.25. And what? Oh, I got you. INJ, FC, Pendle, TRX, Pith. Pith, man, has been a bummer, I think. Wasn't it Pith or is Pendle? Let's see a Pith. The Pith? Yeah, Pith's been a bummer. Like, what a... Like, terrible, man. We were watching this on this massive rally and then just destroys itself. Pendle? Yeah, Pendle was a bummer, too. Never mind. It was Pith. I was wrong. It wasn't Pendle, it was Pith. Not bad. All right, either way. This thing came down. Guess what? Respected these highs. I mean, go to the weekly. Probably same thing. Yep. Weekly hit an imbalance here and respected those highs. Gotta love that. Can't get better than that, right? With that continuation in mind, looks pretty good. Daily here. Boom. Back above that Neo cloud. We set it to 11. Wow. Look at the bullish divergence run. So oscillator down here. I'm going to move this up here. There you go. Oscillator down here triggering bullish divergence right there. Gap, bullish divergence. That's very clean divergence. Nice turning points occurring. Bullish divergence played off of this low here, which is nice. And made its breaking move, which is really cool. Trading back above the Neo. Neo flip is moving up. When the Neo's shifting up, looks really strong. This thing's Pendle's looking really good for a reversal here. So Pendle right now, what I'd be watching is first needs to break where it's at today. And then, maybe wick tomorrow through these highs. If it can wick off these highs here. There. Wick somewhere in this area. Wick somewhere off of 5, right? If we can hold off of 5, it'd be really good there. Yeah, this looks great. So Pendle right now, I can reject anywhere it's at, but let's just see it respect $5. If it can respect anywhere in that $5 area, it'd probably make that continuation. If not, tomorrow just continue from today. So great bullish divergence to make this move. Next target, I mean, it's literally hitting that next target. You have a little bit of range to watch here, right here. This is what I'll be watching. Be watching right where it's at. The low of this is 572. The high of today's candle is 569. It could get into the 70s, I think, and then it might start having some issues. The minute it gets over 6, though, you're probably going to see some really good movements. So watch it break 6, but if it can respect 5 after this, then you're looking really good for this thing to reverse on the daily. This thing could just rally immediately, but you know, you could even say, yeah, I would honestly say 525, this high here. The 520s, watch the 520s here. If it rejects where we're at, watch it respect the 520s. If it does, look at it. Oscillator here. Dang. Bro. Did anybody take it? Why do we see Pendle on the 4 hour? Dang it. That's depressing. Why didn't anybody say anything about Pendle on the 4 hour? Holy cow. This had an ideal trade setup, guys. This is an A+. This is an A+ setup. Freaking missed it. That's annoying. All right, here you go. So this is what I mean, A+ setup. Okay. So first off, downtrend, right? You got a very nice full-on downtrend here. This thing broke below the 50, created lower high, created lower lows, right? Lower low. But here's what makes it an A+ setup, right? Let me make sure everybody can see this. There we go. Here's what makes Pendle an A+ setup for a bullish move. Is that, see, it was in a downtrend, created an extended point here, and then it immediately extended to the other side without any higher lows. That's the first thing. That's the biggest thing we want to see after it's in a downtrend. From there, rejects, creates that bullish turning point right above the 50. Our entry would have been right here. This would have been our entry on this turning point there, which is this candle. You know, like we said on TRB, you have that stop below that. First target here. First target would have been this, probably this 4 hour 523, or honestly 520. I you know me, I like to even numbers. 520. That'd been a 1.1 to 5. That'd be 50% off already. We've been out 50. Next target would have been up here 574. It hasn't hit yet. But it'd be riding right now, hitting a 2.43 to 1 so far. That's awesome. I wish I saw that. I wish somebody saw that. You faded Pendle on Friday? Did we? What time for it? What do you mean? I want to go. I don't even think we looked at Pendle on Friday. Did we? I think if it wasn't Pendle, it was Pendle Daily. Pendle Daily was okay here. We just didn't look at the 4 hour. It must have. You know what? It's probably because I was thinking of the other one that I was saying, Pith. I mixed up Pith and Pendle because Pith is just like I'm not a fan. Maybe I just didn't. Maybe I just went over my head. But all you have to say, you guys see me talk about the setup over and over again. If all you need to say is Pendle is creating a setup on the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, I want to look at Friday stream and see my dumbass looking over it. When, on Friday? You got to tell me there's a setup. Otherwise, if it's something I don't like, then I'm not going to look at it. But again, like I said, it's probably because I'm mixing up Pith. You took a trade with 10x? Nice. That's insane. That was an insane breaking move, though. If you said check Pendle again, I wouldn't have checked it. I mean, normally I look at a 4 hour, but sometimes I'll skip over it because we're trying to touch on many things. It's okay. If you guys took a great job, though. But yeah, like the biggest thing, if you want me to check something, I promise you I will check something. If you say a setup is occurring, if you see the setup that we always talk about, if you say, yo, Pendle in the 4 hours actually setting up, that will get me to look at it. Trust me. Great job though on that one. That was nuts. Crazy move. If you took it, great job. I mean, you don't need me to make you take it, right? You have to take it yourself. Beam and turbo. All right. Pendle, man. Yeah, $6. $6, but 74, 574. Is that 575, whatever that is? 575, what I would take. I would look for that. Great move, though. Great breaking move. That's awesome. Beam. I want to go back and look at the stream and see. Let's do Beam for shenanigans, and then we possibly look at Turbo. Beam X. Yeah, thank you for clarifying. This looks pretty similar, actually. All right, first off, imbalance chilling here, which is nice. Bounce right off that weekly imbalance, open, close, high there. Right, all the way up to the wick. I mean, that's a huge shot there. I mean, I probably take the decent wicks, even though you could say that too. But a lot of wicks here. 1, 2 wick there, almost 3. Nice area of bounces. Makes finally a break, which is good. Daily time frame now, bouncing off that area, off the weekly open close high. Good sign. This thing's starting to want to reverse. This thing struggled to make lower lows. It was in a nice trend though. This could set up, maybe, if it wants to continue. I don't know, honestly, Brad. I couldn't tell you. All right, so honestly, right now for Beam X, watch for a retest of 3-1. If it can retest 3-1 and then give you a higher low to indicate a reversal. Man said near. Yeah, that's what I would watch. That 3-1, then a reject higher low. Let's do near. Y'all know I love near, and I saw a few people ask about it. What'd you say? Bash said 1 play. We don't look at. Oh, never mind. Bash. PolyX fully extend on weekly. 2 render turning point on 50 daily. 3 UMA almost turning point on 50 daily. 4 ZRX. Oh, you're just labeling them 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 TRX turning after fully extended. ZRX. Daily. 5 UFI extending on daily. 6 CHR turning after. I mean, you're sending way too many. That's the other thing. Which one's the best one out of all of those? All right, let's look at this one first. Sends me a massive paragraph of setups. I appreciate it though, honestly. That's awesome. If you ever see a setup, definitely let me know. All right, near though, respecting highs. Great day. Great day to respect that high. We looked over Solana already earlier. We can look back over here in a minute. For near though, remember $9 on near is our target right now, upside target. This thing rejected beautifully off the 824. I'm kind of curious, did it reject this to a T? Almost did. Broke out though, which is good. So definitely not wanting to respect that weekly high, which is a good sign. It wants to possibly continue. Near $9 was always a move that we were watching for this retest. The daily here almost had something for us as well. Nice breaking move though. I mean, yeah, $9 is respecting this structural shift here. So $9 is in store if today can close over yesterday's high of 7.998. Looks like it's going to easily do that. If it can close over 850 though, make a breaking move over 850, we'll see that 8867. Be a really big move. So looking good on that. Let's look at Link and then render. Link had a great weekend. Y'all know me. I do hold some Link. Link is a long-term play for me as well. Great weekend, though. I'm going to do that. Now, you know, inside this imbalance, fully filled it at 17. Tagged 17. I remember getting that alert. This is what I'd be watching this wick high here. If it can respect 16, this thing's probably going to keep running. But again, I mean, guys, this is like 17, such a great level. First off, because, you know, if we even just see what has been, you know, respected at 17, if I just target 17 exactly, though, you can see based on, you know, this is a whole area, right? You know, it tagged 17 several times, but it also showed price trading through it here and here, trying to create a level off 17. And yet again, you know, just this is why we like rounding is, because 17 is such a good spot. So if you took a trade, 17 would have been great. That's where that structure kind of starts. You could even set 16.5 to be even safer. But you know, this thing is trying to reverse. Oscillator looks really clean here. This could be a B setup, not an A plus, but it could be a B because its turning point happened high here, and I like near a lot. But I would need a higher low forming somewhere around 16 or right below 16. It has to happen above this change character, which would be above or at 15 now. But it would be nice if it had it happen right above 15.44, right? Open close daily high there from that previous lower high. If it has anywhere that it's going to bounce, please be around that 16 price. And then it probably can make that breaking move to 18. And, you know, we'll target $1 at a time from here. But nice moving. Nice moving so far here. Link, great moves. Targets for Link right now after it makes maybe a retest to 16 would be, let's go to the weekly. I want to see if there's any weekly levels. Not really. Okay. So daily time frame would be, I would say, right here at 18. 18 on the nose. Why? You got this previous very aggressive pivotal there, and then this had a small lower high there. 18 though, even, I mean, the dollar points are pretty straight on when it comes to these lower time frames. 19 though would be next. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I might not even say 19. I'd probably go for 20. I'd probably go straight up for 20 after 18. Go straight for 20. But 17 was a great spot for a little bit. Somebody said render. Bash, you said on render, turning point on 50 daily. Render, it wasn't on the setup list because I didn't like that it broke and didn't continue. I will say though, you know, this could be you know, again, we've had the two failing trades we've had have not respected the right setup, right? The issue with render I have here for our generalized setup here is because this thing literally made a breaking move here and then failed, right? I wish it would have at least just pushed, which I don't like. But from here, if it creates a turning point, like you could essentially have a move that comes into play. But remember, we bought off 7 for the long term because we like render for the long term. That's probably why I pretty much haven't really been like, hey, you know, trade opportunity because of that 7 buy. It's respecting the top of that imbalance. It's respecting the top of the fib retracement as well of the golden pocket, which is good. Holding 10, like we said on Friday, we want to see this thing hold $10. Still holding double digits. So if it closes where I mean, honestly, let's close over yesterday's high of 1064. If you can get that close today on render, looking, you know, I would look for 1125. That'd be a good price. And then after that, watch for the breakout move. My fib settings are just pretty normal. 5, 3, 8, 2, 6, 1, 8 for the golden pocket. We went over Pith already, kind of. It just sucks. Pith is the Pith. Remember, it's Pith, not Pendle. It's Pith. I gotta remember it's Pith. All right. Pith charts just looks like garbage. I don't know why I look at these. What else, guys? What do you want to look at? Bro tried taking a pick. You were fast. All right, here. Here you go, Rumble Ron. There's your pick. Take your quick pick, bro. Zeta. Yeah, we did FTM earlier. I mean, we can look at Solana again. We went over it for a while earlier. Matic people. Yo, BW, happy birthday to your brother. Mike Hawk. Nice. Bunny Lee, the indicator is the oscillator matrix. You can try it out risk-free for 30 days. Sorry, guys, I forgot I didn't have that chat up. There, you can take your screenshot. I give you plenty of time to take it. All right. How do you feel about render? I love render, man. Render, we're going for 20 at someday. That'd be nice. Algo INJ. I like INJ. Let's look at it. See, has it moved? Somebody on TikTok said INJ. Yeah, it did move. Nice. Good day for INJ. 14% today. Nice. Okay, INJ here. It was consolidating for a while down here under 30. Let me pull up the money flow profile. Okay, so the biggest area right now was up there at those highs. Obviously, it was still in that bearish structure. Still trading below the Neo cloud. Let me optimize this. Okay, we just got a 2 signal into a nice bullish candle. You know, through 30 is going to be that biggest move we're going to need. Obviously, there's an imbalance thing there as well. But like 32 here, 32, 33, honestly. Pretty decent level. Besides, obviously, the 36 for that high volume is. Man, I really wanted to get through 30. But let's go to the 4-hour. Back, this is all over the map. Nice. Look at the volume difference though. If I pull up the volume here, this thing finally peaking again. It took a while since last Wednesday. Finally got volume. We need to see some pretty aggressive volume. I think this week, if we get through 30 on INJ, then we can start really taking a look at it. That's going to be ideal. Yeah, big volume day. Getting through 30 would be ideal. Weekly time frame. First off, open close weekly high there in 1989, beautifully wicked and bounced above it. Gotta love it. There you go, 32 open close higher low there. It would need to get up over that price. Wow, this extended too with respecting structure. That's pretty clean actually. This is extending to the downside. That's pretty healthy for this thing to make a good move here soon. AIOZ. A lot of people saying AIOZ. I do like it though. Watch it over 30 this week. How are you all saying AIOZ? It's not really doing, like today's up 3%. AIOZ needs to get over 90 cents. Guys, whenever you see something trading well below $1 for a while, you got to just target $1 no matter what. You can see here, beautiful massive rejection off $1 there, and then yet again the second time did the exact same thing. A lot of times it's going to reject that $1 mark until it makes a real clean break and move above it. Now for this, you know, it's not bad. I would want to get through 90 and then hit $1. You told me what? What are you telling me? But yeah, this thing is still stuck in consolidation. Give me through 90 and then we can talk about it. The structure is pretty bullish though, I will say. As of now, like just based on this sweeping move here, crush that high. It's trying to hold up in this high volume of 80. Looks like it can make a move. And actually, funny enough, that this isn't a setup of ours, but it tried to, you know, make an extended move there. So what else we got? AMD. I looked at it. AMD's been ripping. I've been getting alerts on this. AMD holding up nicely, man. Wardo, just, you know, continue to watch it over in the 160s here. Yeah, I mean, you could even say like a 164, 165. Watch it continue. Where's the signals and everything on this? It's back inside the Neo on this. Nice chotch there. This thing is trying to come back, especially after that sell-off. 170 clearly going to be a potential problem. This is a nice buy block here. We'll see if buyers actually still step in or if it's a problem and they're exhausted. Let's go back over to Solana real quick. I just been pumping and dumping crap coins for Uber Eats money. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Solana, man. Solana right now. Remember this week. Wait. Got our levels there. Remember on the weekly chart for Solana here. Weekly chart for Solana, we had those open close pivotal points there on the weekly. We were targeting 174 forever. After that structural shift off 121, beautiful, creating and continuing proper structure on a weekly. Very bullish since it did that. We're at a 180 now from our 121 entry. But from that, you know, going up targeting 198, you could more than likely it would run 200. So see if today first off can close over yesterday's high of 175.51, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, targeting 198 now. There's plenty of room to go now. This thing got over its issues. I mean, maybe say you could try to hit 184. Could be one if you're trading it. Could be a nice move through 141, but or 181 there, 183-ish. But yeah, I would just be careful. And maybe just hold out till 198, to be honest. This thing looks really good. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Where's Bitcoin doing? Are we still ripping? Yep. Let's go, baby. Our 250. Yeah, we're going to hit more today, brother. Let's go. Who said more? Hopefully. We're getting close. What's the... oh, yeah. Man, time's flying today. 134. All right, let's check out the Lux Algo Twitter. We got anything going on? Solana, here we go. Post our Solana weekly as well here. Nice turning point. These setups have performed well. Solana 40% last time, 100% before that. Are you ready again? Absolutely, Solana. Let's get it. Weekly continuation. Come on, brother. All right, here you go. Inflation risk, because this was coming out as soon as we were starting stream. The guy who started talking. Inflation risk are tilted to the upside. Risk that Fed monetary policy is too strict and gone down. I don't think we had that much of a reaction off that. Yo, Bitcoin's ripping right now. Yo, we're gonna hit 69K on stream? Are we gonna hit 69K on stream? Come on. LOD algos on that? Are you sure? Oh, damn. I guess you're right. I'm so used to looking at high time frames. 5 minute there. I mean, we're just going to break even for the day. We open down here. We're still in the green. You gotta love that, though, when you make that big enough pump where it can... Mr. Jacob, DGen broke downtrend, buying dips now like ton. Look at DGen. What are your thoughts? Again, man, the name. I'm not going to buy something called DGen. I'm sorry. A Wick 69. Nice order block support. I know, right? Look at that order block support there on the ES 5-minute extended hours. Look at these closed candles, man. Yeah, that's quite kind of nuts, actually. Imagine just placing a long, like 532 in the middle of that order block. Wow. Look at that order block print from previous highs, too. Yo, that was a money order block there. Damn. Just a peak, he said. I think we looked at it before. The airs the chat. Looking over DGen here real quick. It's worth 1 cent. Again, what did I say? If you want to be a DGen and for some reason you want to buy DGen, then this was probably your level. But I wouldn't buy something called DGen. But again, this is literally, that's, gosh dang it. ETH God Candle. Well, there we go. Here we go. Come on, Ethereum. Awesome. 3,200 break would be money, man. Our Bitcoin was at, yo, our dude. Talk about liquidations. What did we say, man? We said more beginning of stream. Dude, we're making back that loss from Friday easy. Come on, babe. We got what? Okay, nice. We got about 23 minutes left. Looks like more is gonna be the winner today, guys. Praying. Let's see no reactions. No reactions. Watch us by the end of the year be up like, I don't know, like 30, 40K just by doing more or less at the beginning of each stream. Then we'll know the true strategy. Then we'll know the true strategy. The true strategy, man. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I know. ONDO. I think, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it retests that level on Solana. Wait, is gold making this move too, or did it? It looked like gold had a reaction from that as well. DK, or did it bounce back a bit there? Yo, gold is like, wow, man. That's a good day. It's a good day on gold. Look at the range on gold today. Great range. Look at the ONDO real quick. I know a lot of people love this one. Daily today. Ooh. So remember, I know on Friday, remember we had the 2 red days. I think we looked at this on Friday. Look at the way this respected. This is beautifully respected yet again. There's your BOS, open, close, high up to the BOS. Price comes down, touches it, gives it a little kiss, and then today it's back up. I'd be surprised if, watch for the dollar break. 69,420. That'd be great. Let's hit it. Should we set our take profit at 69,420 on Bitcoin? Dollar, man. Dollar would be the money shot. Let's go for the dollar. That's what I'd go for. Nice imbalance buyback. Nice imbalance buyback. This will never get old. 694. Hold on. Can we get a screenshot of this? Somebody take a screenshot of this. I'm going to turn off PayPay. Hold on. Somebody take a screenshot of it. It's got to do it. Come on, give me 420 exactly. Look down here. 460, 414, 427. No, I need it exactly. It's got to show up exactly. $412, 423. Come on, give me 420. It's got to do it. Here, I'll give you guys a chance to get a screenshot if it shows up on my screen. Anybody see it yet? Give it to me. 407. It's got to show up, right? We got to see that. We broke it, but we got to see it like on the screen. I'll give it one more chance. What's up, Arjun? How you doing, man? Don't. Let's go. Big Boy put out a video Monday. Nice. You gotta pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. Literally. Please, gold. Guys, gold's at an all-time high. What do you want me to say about gold? That's gotta go higher or something? Like, we just went over gold earlier. But again, guys, all you need to see today on gold is to close over yesterday's high and then watch for the continuation tomorrow. Yesterday's high was 24,422. So you put it up there, 24,422. Here. Bop. Go to like, I don't know, go to a 4-hour time frame, go to a lower time frame. Boom. Just close over that price today. Looking good to me. Looking good to me. Jacob, when did you first buy your first coin? First time I bought my first coin, 2017. I could probably go back in time and see it. 2017, I bought Bitcoin. Guys, if you want to go over anything specific, let me know in the chat. We got about 18 minutes now. When he got born, he had coins in his hand. I wish, man. Too bad Bitcoin wasn't around when I was born. We already went over render, David. Go back on the stream. Appreciate you. Rune, the setup's playing out nicely. How long have you been trading? I've been trading since whenever Robinhood released. I think a year after, actually. 2016? Whenever Robinhood came out. I was in college, so that's a nice thing. It kind of stinks sometimes when you're younger and like, it's like that's when new things with trading and stuff first came out. But again, I mean, new things are always coming out every year, so I guess it doesn't stink. But Like when I was in college, like Robinhood hit the market and everybody was like, yo, this is so easy. And so it got really popular. Yeah, well, you got into a right time there, coin. 2020, man. We looked at render already, guys. If you want to see the previous stream analysis on render, go back in the YouTube stream. All right, right now, 4305 on PolyX on that change character. Close back up. I would want to see this thing now go hit 48. 4 hour here. Nice breaking move, respecting the highs. Can't get better than that, man. Nice continuation. Yeah, 4.7, 4.8 I would be targeting. RNDT. Yeah, other people were saying render, though. Ping, 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 ping. Twitter news breaking big. All right. He said ping, ping, ping. Why don't, you got to post a link a bunch of times. I'm just kidding. Bitcoin loves Monday. Oh, okay. Here you go. Justin, Bloomberg ETF analysts update odds of spot Ethereum approval from 25% to 75%. No wonder ETH is ripping. No wonder ETH is ripping. Yo, look at ETH. That's awesome. Ethereum major break, dude. 9% today, outperforming Bitcoin, almost doubling Bitcoin. That's huge. Bitcoin ETF approval from 25% to 75% on SEC Twitter. Did we link it? Not that SEC. What is it? What is the SEC's Twitter? Homeland Security. Yes, Cyrox. We were just looking at ETH. Major moves on Ethereum. Oh, it was Eric. Oh, okay. I bet. Doing a 180. I mean, what do we expect, though? Ever since that hack happened with the Bitcoin ETF, like, you know they were just going to be like, yo, we're anti-Ethereum getting an ETF. We're not going to allow Ethereum to get an ETF anytime soon. And then once all that heat died down from them getting hacked, then they were like, okay, now we can release now we can start thinking about Ethereum ETFs. All right, guys, man. Well, this is what we wanted. This is what happened. Bitcoin's ripping. Bitcoin might hit 70K on stream. Holy hell. Bitcoin hit 70K right now. Here we go. Poll real quick. I'm going to pull it up. Will BTC hit 70K on stream? Guys, sorry if you said less. We're really going to call you out today. Pull it up, baby. Come on, what you got for me? Will Bitcoin hit 70K on stream? If I don't see yes on everybody's thing, then we're going to have a serious problem. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Major moves, though, right now on Bitcoin and ETH. Ethereum, man, up 10%, doubling Bitcoin right now. Doubling Bitcoin. Guys, Ethereum needs to break over that previous lower high there at 33.56. If we can get over that break there, would be insane. Yeah, wow. That's awesome. Looks like it will, actually. We got daily 4 hours left. Close over this high, please. If that happens, man, we maybe... Look at the oscillator. What a day. I need to go look at my Don't Call Me Out crypto kit. It's who's ever on the top, the first 20. Who's ever in the first 20 list, man. Gotta call you out. Bitcoin, let's go. That's right, Alex. Let's go, man. Ripping. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum ripping on ETF news. Guys, look. Okay, hold on. Let's test our Twitter skills here. And yet another reason to follow the Twitter, okay? Watch and learn, my friends. Hold on. Volume on Ethereum. Holy moly. First off. Volume. Crazy on the 5-minute. Okay, this news hit. It looks like it hit here at 15:20. I'm just going to say it hit at 15:21 there, okay? Hit at 15:21, right? That's 3:21 Eastern, right? 3:21 Eastern, 3:22 Eastern. We tweeted 28. That's pretty good. A pretty good tweet there. Good job, BK. 28. Just a few minutes off. 6 minutes off. I'll give it to you, brother. 6 minutes, man. 70K hit. 70K hit. 70K hit. Yo, it tagged it. Yo, barely. Barely touched 70K. Insane. Wow, guys. Man, this is a big recovery from Friday. Friday was like a $200 loss, and now we're up to $1,400 today. Massive moves. This might be the new strat, my friends. This might be the new strategy. We only lost 100 on Friday with the more or less strategy. We're going to be up to 13, man. Let's go. BT, we had it. I'm just kidding, BK. I love you. BTB, we had an update on the Ethereum ETF from Eric and them increasing their decision for the ETF, potentially giving you a higher probability of it being approved. So massive uptick overall. ARB 102. Yo, you know what that means? I bet you our TRB. Yeah, our TRB is freaking probably 10K now. Our TR. I forgot we entered 10 million. We're up 137K on that. Oops. we entered a little much on that one. We went crazy on this one. That's fine. Yeah, we pretty much entered the best open close price you could get there, brethren. Like, let's go. TRB trade locked in. Oh, boys, we'll see tomorrow. We'll see where we're at tomorrow. Insane. Let's go. XRP as well. Look at XRP doing nothing. That was a trick to get me looking at XRP. Yo, ETH 3,400. Come on, hit 3,500. Let's go. We can get a fat pullback on this? No. ARB1. Read everything. Bro, I'm looking at 4 chats right now. I love you guys, but I'm sorry if I can't read them all. Bitcoin, where to go? Look at this. Look at this market. Look, the only thing that's red is Tesla on my watch list here. I don't know why that's on the crypto watch list, but look at that. Everything's green. You gotta love that. That's awesome. ETH winner today. There you go. What was the high? I think it needs to break through 70K to count, right? Got about 9 minutes left here, guys. We're still watching. But 9 minutes left. Okay. Honestly, Bitcoin prediction, more is the winner. We're going to call it our losers here in about 9 minutes. Oh, man. Hit it again. Break through it. Break through it.
Who's your daddy?
There you go. For you, Silent. Silent, weren't you the winner today? Top 10? Yeah. Silent, you're the winner today, by the way. Make sure you reach out to me on Discord. You won the top 10 giveaway. I don't know if you were here. Hit it. Bust through it. Bust it wide open. Bitcoin absolutely ripping. That is when you're not in X Twitter. What? Should I buy Bitcoin now? Dude, you should. I buy Bitcoin every week, man. If you're not investing in Bitcoin, just start buying it. We got to go back to our crude oil. Oh, is it dumping? The TRB, man. What a buyback. What a great entry. Great job, guys. Let's go back to our Bitcoin prediction one. I'm more excited about this one. Does each of the top 10 viewer get something? I'm sorry. No, we just pick one winner. I could give you guys each $10. Go that way. Every week you guys get $10. Your top 10 viewer. Yeah, whatever. Solana 182 as well. Man, what a move. What a move. I mean, if this closes, let's go tag 3,500 on Ethereum. Finally. This volume's lovely. You can't get better than that. Pepe lost 0 again. Solana to 200, absolutely. So I've been looking at the other chat. Ahead. All right, I gotta look at the time here. What's our time? All right, we got about 6 minutes left. Man, what a banging move right now. Dude, this thing is just... If your port's not looking beautiful, then you're definitely not on the right end of this. Let's go. Dude, this thing is actually like probably the best day Ethereum's had in a long time. Best day Ethereum's had in a long time. Great ETF news. Great ETF news. Think Sol can go down to 150 again or not happening? I mean, man, it gave you plenty of opportunity to be at 150. My answers are going to be no. Honestly, it's going to be no. If it's going to retrace at all, it's going to be like maybe 160. Maybe like high 150s. What is in 5 minutes? What do you mean? In 5 minutes, we're just closing the stream. Or we're ending the stream. But I don't want to get liquidated. Your average for Solana is 59. Hell yeah. I've been buying Solana since that price, but that's not my average anymore. So I bought more. Hell yeah, though. That's awesome. Not my average anymore, sadly. I love me some Solana, that's for sure. Peter, I'm bullish on all your comments. What do you mean? Yeah, Alex, definitely. Everybody's freaking. If you're gold or Bitcoin right now, you're soaring. You're flying high. It's just the it's moved into a better chance of approval now. That's pretty much it. From 25%. Hearing chatter this afternoon, the SEC could be doing a 180 on this, increasingly political news. So now everyone's scrambling. Capping at 75% until we see more. So they want to see this Bitcoin ETF or ETH ETF update, and it's pretty much sent every single crypto into overdrive here. All right, we're gonna be closing the trade in about 3.5 minutes. Days like this are absolutely fantastic. You're not wrong, my friend. Gold coming back down from its previous all-time high. Gold, come on. Gold's got to close over that 2422. The oscillator on gold, though, is still money to make this thing rip. Lovely continuation. Man, what a... like, this is insane. 19 sensitivity here. Let's see. Unreal, man. Unreal push today. Can't get better than that. It was ES. ES don't care. ES breaking might close red today. NQ might close red as well, huh? Nah, NQ's way off from its red. Man, NQ's up 124 points. ES is wow. NQ's way above the ES right now. That's wild. Yo, this tag 70K, does it count? Does that count? Ah, that counts. Well, it hit 70K on stream. It did. It hit 70 like to the dollar. Crazy. Does that count? Frank said yes. Absolutely massive move right now, guys, coming from the Ethereum ETF update. ETH up almost. It was up 10% a second ago. Where is it now? Yep, up 10% still. Almost hit 3,500. This thing's ripping. All right, in 1 minute, we're going to close that trade. Let's see here. Do I make TA on meme coins? No. Unless it's like Doge where it's been trading long enough. You can't TA meme coins. You just wait for volume to kick in and buy it. That's like the easiest strategy ever. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin. I got to close this trade. $71 incoming. Maybe we'll get a close at 70. All right, guys. Bitcoin predictions was more, so great job. You put more. If you put less here, we're gonna call you out in just a second. For all my less peeps out there, drastically failed on today's move. Yes. Man, if we were more back-to-back days, if I just respected my idea around being more, we've been killing it. All right, we got closing in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bam. All right, great job, guys. So out of the 2 days, losing 106 on day 1, 1,300 on day 2, this is starting to be promising. It's only 2 days, but not too bad. Not too shabby for a potential interesting. I mean, we got lucky with that news, but not too bad. Let's go into. Let's see how long this takes. 2 days of data. Isn't that typical? It's like, yo, this strategy is awesome. 2 days? We did this for 2 days. Finally, ADA did something. So more is the winner for today. Congrats to all our more winners. Let's get it. Let's go see who said less today. All right. Really quickly. I'll give you a quick zoom in here. We're not that. This is gonna be interesting. Get out of here, magnifier. Click the wrong button. All right, here you go. Wait, I gotta go back because people on the other stream. Oh, they can't see it. Oh well, that's fine. All right, Bitcoin predictions. Let's see who said less, who said more. Crypto Mindset with the more, video with the more, Moto with the more. Oh, look at it. The more train. Eli with the less. Come on, Eli. We got Adam with the less. Come on, Adam. Land Crypto with the less. Come on. Come on. Man, there's in the chat. Alex with the less. Demonic with the less. There's all our mores. Cosmic Pink with the less. And oh, cool, it's loading all the other ones. Brian with the less. Marshmallow with the less on his Bitcoin prediction. Toki with the less. Come on. There's in the chat. Great Tech Trex with the less. Anthony with the less. Percy Flowers with the less. Oh, there's in the chat for that. Man, come on. We got a lot of mores though. I'm proud of you guys. This guy's last name is Moore and he doesn't even click more. Come on, brother. More with the less. Wow. Garcia with the less. Dora with the less. Come on, Dora. More or less is, man. Aaron with the less. Beers have HVAC with the less. Man, Matt with the less. My Forex with the less. Jonah with the less. Igor with the less. Man, Aaron's in the chat for all our lesses today. If you hit more, great job. You get 100 points added to your profile, putting you at the top of today's ranking in the top 10 viewers. Remember, if you're a top 10 viewer at the end of the week, like these gods amongst men, they had a 1 in 10 chance to win today, $100. And our boy Silent Auto was the winner. Congrats to Silent for the second time. Great job, though. Did it hit 70K again yet? Not yet. Love to see you guys overnight gold buys. Man, I don't know. I would wait for a setup. That's pretty much ideal. That's what you want to see. Target for trading Bitcoin is 72K. Yeah, so Bitcoin right now, guys, if we get this continuation overnight, let's go to the weekly time frame, right, is 71. I really want to see 71 right now if we can get that weekly. You know, today's a great launch into potential all-time highs. Like, honestly, this is a good start. We could get 2-3 days. We could be up there by the end of this week, maybe. We might see 74K by the end of this week. But for now, really be watching 71,000 around there, in between like 71 to, you know, it's not going to be 71,000, you know, as the resistance, right? We'll probably see it trade through like 71,200, 71,300. But watch that below like 71,500-ish area. Then we'll talk about it once we get up there. Hopefully, maybe end today we crazily close above 70K. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But besides that, guys, appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for tuning in. Again, we were 7 minutes, right? We were 7 minutes from posting this update to the market. All right. You got a pretty much live update there for the ETF analysis ETF analyst update of why the Ethereum was moving. I can't speak. You got a 7-minute update. It took us 7 minutes to tweet that back out. So yet another great reason to follow our Twitter at LuxAlgo. If you didn't know what was going on with Ethereum and you're like, hey, somebody tell me what's going on. All you have to do is jump over to our Twitter and I promise you will find out. We always post current market updates, whether it's crypto, Forex, stocks, stuff like that. Anything that's important that makes you informed, we will post on the Twitter, as well as really good, now you can see us posting this as well, 10% on the day. Good analysis as well, all right? So make sure you go follow Twitter at LuxAlgo. BK, throw it in the chat there. Great job to our Twitter gods over there. BK and Chris, always killing it. Besides that, remember this week, earnings after hours. We posted an update on PanW, and then we got Zoom as well after hours today. We got Target before market on Wednesday. We'll talk about Target's earnings. And then remember, the biggest news is coming out on Wednesday. So be ready on Wednesday, 10 a.m. We got FOMC minutes at 2 Eastern as well. They're coming out 2 Eastern Wednesday. We'll be live when that comes out, so we'll see how the minutes drop and how price reacts. Besides that, guys, join the Discord. We do a live stream on Discord every morning with our community manager, Mickey. Does a great job. More analysis for you guys. You want to be involved in that, jump over to the Discord, discord.gg/Lux, or just search LuxAlgo Discord on YouTube, okay? Or on Google, sorry. LuxAlgo Discord on Google, not on YouTube. I'm just so used to saying search LuxAlgo on YouTube. But yeah, I think that's it, man. Hit more today. Great job. We're back in the green after day one. Day one is like break even. Day two, we're in the green. Let's get it. Let's go, baby. It looks like the rest of the week, if we close like this today, more than likely we're gonna be bullish tomorrow, hitting more as well. So we'll probably play more again tomorrow, which would be quite interesting. See how this week goes. Just during these streams, which is pretty nuts. Besides that, my friends, I don't think there's much else to talk about. Gold all-time highs. Just seeing gold today. Can it close today over that 24.22? Right, 24.22. Close over that. Maybe get a continuation into tomorrow. Nasdaq up for some reason while the ES is flat, which is interesting to me. I gotta go look at let me look at ES weight here. ES weight. Amazon is negative, and Meta makes sense. Those are big polars. But Google, Nvidia being up 2%. That's interesting how much weight Amazon and Meta have on the ES right now, with it being where it's at. But yeah, nonetheless, not a bad day. We're flat on Nasdaq because of Nvidia. Yeah, 100% makes sense. But what I was just saying is about ES. But yeah. Besides that, guys, great day. Freaking great day. Congrats to everybody that's been holding one more time. Let's take a quick look at our TRB trade. I want to see where that was at. Yo, TRB's ripping, dude. TRB's ripping. Let's go. Yo, that thing, we got probably the best entry there. Yeah, we could have said this too. We could have done one of these guys. Fib retracement. Boom. Ralph 618. Let's get it, baby.
Who's your daddy?
Great job if you're in the TRB trade tomorrow. Remember, we're targeting, first target is that 132 because we're trading off the daily time frame. If for some reason we start seeing struggles off the daily, we don't get any pumps, we might go for like the 127. I'll keep you updated. For now, we have our 50% set up to sell at the 132. We'll go into it later. Great job though, if you're in on that with us. Besides that, there was oh yeah, those of you that are in Rune, it almost hit TP2. Remember, TP2 is 7.32. I missed the entry, but we talked about it. That closed. Take entry. Great job if you're in that. We're almost at TP2 at 7.32. So target that next, and then after that, you probably can see 8, maybe 850. So we'll talk about that later on this week. Besides that, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow Twitter. Make sure you join the Discord. Appreciate every single last one of you. HODL Gang for life. If you want those 5 entries to every single Friday giveaway, make sure you join the HODL Gang. You get 5 entries to every Friday giveaway. We give away $300 on Friday. Today, man, guys, we need to hit 100 likes per stream. Seriously, we got to push that. We didn't hit the like. We didn't hit 100 likes, but that's fine. You know, we normally, if I push it, you know, it works. But come on, come into the stream. At least get us to 100 likes, my friends. Tomorrow, how about this? Tomorrow, if we don't hit 100 likes, we're not doing the giveaway on Friday. All right, you failed to hit it today. Tomorrow, if we don't hit 100 likes, we're not doing the giveaway on Friday. So make sure you tune into the main YouTube stream and hit that like button. Come on, brother. Here's the chat for you guys not getting into 100 today. All right. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow between 1 and 2 Eastern. It's Tuesday. Should be a pretty normal day like today. We'll see how we trade overnight. But enjoy your evening, and I'll see you then, my friends. Peace.
Who's your daddy?